That is bad luck. Mark. Bad luck, Mark. That is bad luck, dude.
Special from Maggie Rose.
Hide it.
Better.
Hide it.
Hide it. See what's in your favorite Walmart home entertainment centers.
New Music Nashville. New Music Update.
Now that's what I call country. Volume 6 is just dropped, featuring 18 chart-topping hits like Taylor Swift's
Fireman Safety Raffle. We'll be giving you that after Hot Laps. Jonathan Davenport, Superman out of Blairsville, Georgia, in the 49 at Barry Wright AES Racing, Steve Cook owned machine. 56 of the Screed Demon, Russell King out of Bristolville, Ohio. Two-time winner this weekend already, the Rocket Man Josh Richards out of Shinston, West Virginia, the one star of Chubzilla, Chub Frank, the Crusher, Michael Norris, Tony Burke in the 23, the Juice, Davey Johnson in 1J, Michael Holmes, the Thunder from Down Under in the 91. Going to help us pack in and finish off the racetrack, Derek Stefanik, Racers for Tots 44G. And that is news we have all wanted to hear. They're being told to pick up the pace. Hot Laps about to start. CR9 Lias tire entry, along with the 88 of Andrew Realm, broke during that heat event. Olin Schock's fast qualifier. Dad Brett was really upset that the car wouldn't finish out. He wanted to see how Andrew was going to do, but they're happy with the way that it did perform. Shane Clanton in the 25, runner-up. 29 of Darrell Lanigan, 44 of Clint Smith, B22 of Bump Hedman, 24 of Rick Eckert, 15 of Steve Francis. Chip, green flag is out on this session, and we're ready to go. Steve Shaver, Michael Holmes in 91, the 22 of Greg Satterley, the 14 of Dan Angelichio, Chris Kasner, the C33, Brian Burkhofer in 15B, Boom Briggs in 99B, the 1C of the Magic Man, Mike Pegger Jr. Understand Dow got his first super late model win here at the action track, driving for Lynn Geisler. Tommy Beck in the one, the Coleman, John Blankenship in 23. The 28 of the Iceman, Jimmy Mars. Ziggy Stardust. It's the 25Z of Mason Ziegler. The 29 of Garrett Crummer, Tony Burke in the 23. 17M, Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. 18 of the Easy-E, Eric Wells, Slicker Graphics. Showing on that car. 14M of Morgan Bagley and a 66 of Justin Can. So we are at...
Dan Stone in the 2S, the Empire Executioner. Tim Fuller in car 19. The A-Train, Alex Faree in the number 10. Todd Bachman in the 66. Jason Ryder in the Yingling 76. Mike Marler in the 5B. And Jared Landers, who will be on the pole in heat race number 5, in the number 5.
It's going to be the 04 of David Watts. Bubba Cool in the 57J, 618 of Kevin Wilson. The 11 of Austin Hubbard, 37 of Brian Tavner. 71D of the Rim Rider Ron Davies. Derek Kasner in the 41, Jason Fosnot in the J19. Final group, Buffet. Dow Carnahan.
Thank you, Rick. Always looking for something new. Hey, thank you, fans, for coming out and supporting the Firecracker 100. I know it's been a trying weekend. Give yourselves a round of applause. We appreciate your patience. And how about our track crew? This started Thursday morning with torrential rain, and they've been working for 3 solid days. Mother Nature won't give them a break, but here we are. We're going to have a super racetrack tonight. And we're looking forward to the Firecracker 100 presented by GautoRace.com. Before we go racing, we ask that you please rise. If you could, gentlemen, remove your caps. I guess that would be me too. Pause around the Speedway grounds. Here's Tim Toma with our invocation.
Thank you, Dow. Good evening, everybody. Almighty God, Lord, Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for this time tonight that we could come together at this racetrack, Lord, in your presence. Thank you for the power of your Holy Spirit that gets us here, that sustains us through this. Lord, I just pray an umbrella protection over this racetrack tonight, that you would protect all the drivers. Thank you for all the people who worked so hard the last few days here to get this track ready tonight. Lord, we just take time out to send a special thanks to all the men and women abroad to protect our freedom, all the men and women in the armed forces, and all the men and women that are here, they're in our armed forces. Lord, thank you for the courage that they have and the ability that they have to protect this nation. Lord, we just pray a great evening in your powerful, matchless name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, Tim. Please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Bonnie Sarver with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the
right, John. Thank you, Rick. It's time to go racing. Firecracker 100 style. To go racing.
So here we go with the first of Speedway. Pace truck is pulling to the infield. We're set to go for the first of 6 heats. Richards, Johnson, a pair of aces up front. Set to do battle. Green flag is out. Here we go. And Richards drifted up the bank. That opened up the door for Davenport. Brady off the racetrack. Lost wholesale positions. Davenport to the inside of Richards. Side by side for the lead. Superman and the Rocket Mans. They'll come out of 4 with Richards showing the way. Oh, and trouble on Stefanik. Derek Stefanik stops in turn number 4. We're going to get caution. Stefanik stopping in turn 4. Caution flag is out. Is going to call it quits early. And Richards will lead the Delaware double file restart around turn number 4. We're getting ready to go. Richards just pulls away. The Rocket Man's liking the heaviness. He's digging that. It's Josh Richards just pulling them through the corners. Davey Johnson in the 2nd spot. 3rd and final transfer spot right now belongs to Jonathan Davenport. And Chubbzilla, first car on the outside looking in, so sitting pretty good for the last chance showdown if it comes to that. Stefanik calling it quits for heat number 1. It's all Richards all the time. He is looking to sweep the weekend. Tony Burke sideways out of 4, halfway through heat number 1. The field not able to do anything about the 1 machine. He is dialed in, and that is scary for the rest of the field. Richards comes down for 2 to go. White flag the next time by. Davey Johnson looking strong again. Davenport solid. Chubb a lot better than this afternoon. White flag is about to fly for Richards. 1 to go. Davey Johnson holding off Davenport. Richards will work his way over to turn number 3. Checker flag waves. Richards wins it. 2nd will go to Davey Johnson. He's in. Davenport 3rd. It's Chubb 4th. 5th will be King, Brady Smith, Michael Norris, and Tony Burke. 1 down, and Dow, it is scary for the rest of the field. Josh Richards looked awful strong.
I tell you what, Rick, these cars are so hooked up.
That is going to wear him down, though, Dow, after 100 laps. You can count on that one.
Man, he's had a weekend so far, hasn't he? He won Thursday night. He won this afternoon. He wins the first heat race tonight, which will get him into the redraw for one of the first 6 spots in tonight's 7th annual Firecracker 100 by GottaRace.com. Have you ever gone 10 faster laps at Lernerville Speedway?
No, I think you have. You know, right now it's really slimy. You gotta stay in a groove. The car weighs over 2,700 pounds right now on the scale, so I'm sure we'll get a lot better this evening and should put a good show on for the fans.
Good luck, Josh. My Rocket Man, Josh Richards, winning heat race number 1.
Here we go. Caution flag is out. Trouble in turn number 1. Bump Hedman and a very damaged Herman Bertolini. Complete restart. Both drivers can get their spot back if they don't go to the pit area. And
It's pretty much, I think it's just cosmetic, but like you said, and Herman's whole left front fender is, of course, you can see sticking straight up in the sky, so he might have to go into pits and get that pulled away or pushed down or something. Don't know that he'll have enough vision.
yeah,
The bump's okay. He doesn't even have a scratch.
good for him. Bertolini's going to go under his own power as well, so little cosmetic damage, not as pretty as it was when it came out. Green flag in the air, we're underway. Clanton's going to take the early advantage as they thunder off of turn number 2. Now it's Eckert chasing Lanigan. So 3 outlaws up front. Francis sitting in 4th. Cat Daddy running in 5th. Andrew Riom running 6th. 1 lap in the books. The GottaRace.com car sitting in 2nd. The Arizona Sports Shirts car running in 5th. And the Georgia Bulldog leading the way. 2 down, 8 to go. 15-6 right now, the fastest lap of the afternoon and evening. Shane Clanton working a cushion out of 4, bringing Lanigan along for the ride. Rick Eckert trying to make the show the easy way. Francis and Cat Daddy outside looking in along with Riom. Chris Rhodes, Bump Hedman. And the B1 of Brandon Waring just can't make it happen. He'll leave. 4 will go on the number 1 Cochran Automotive scoreboard. Shane Clanton won the opening feature of 2013 at the Screven Motor Speedway in Sylvania, Georgia. So it's 6 in the books, 4 laps to go. Shane Clanton will now work on Herman Bertolini, Lanigan and Eckert. Steve Francis just within shouting distance of Scrub for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Bertolini will go a lap in arrears. Clanton will come down for 2 to go. And your leader, Shane Clanton, bringing the field out of turn number 4 for the white flag and 1 to go. Lanigan has stayed with him the whole event. Eckert has kept them within his sights, but not able to do anything about it. Down the back stretch for the final time. Shane Clanton will take him off into turn number 3. Lanigan will follow suit. Checkered flag will go to Shane Clanton. Coconut wins it. 2nd to Lanigan and 3rd to Eckert. They're in the big dance. Then it's going to be Francis, Clint Smith, Andrew Riom, Chris Rhodes, Bump Hedman, Herman Bertolini, and Brandon Waring. So Clanton is in the dance. Lanigan is in. Eckert is in. Dow Carnahan, they are hooked up.
What was the times there? Any faster than the last one?
Yes, sir. 15:6:31.
The 6-car redraw for the front 3 rows for tonight's Firecracker 100 at the tech area to make it official.
Well, your attention here in the grandstand area, Rich Imler from Bedford, Pennsylvania. Rich Imler from Bedford, Pennsylvania. You need to come up to the tower. You have won the Roush Yates Performance t-shirt. Rich Imler from Bedford, Pennsylvania. You have won the Roush Yates Performance t-shirt, sponsor of last night's post-race party. And it was a good one from what we're being told. Rich Imler from Bedford, Pennsylvania. We have a Roush 8 shirt for you, Dow.
All right, Shane, your thought? Right now, the racetrack's pretty fast. Hopefully they can iron that top end, keep ironing it in, and maybe get the grader later on and grade the top off so it ain't so fast. But right now, it's real fast, and we got 100 laps to go. Hopefully we can make it. Right now, we got one more spot we need to do better than we did today, so hopefully we're in a good spot. All right, Shane. Shane Clanton, the winner of heat race number 2.
Green flag is out. Off into turn 1, Shaver brings Berkey, who threaded the gap. Oh, he just went right in between McCready and Satterley. Look out, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride for the 22 of Satterley. Caution is out. Hired gun of the year. Going to work on the East American Motorsports, Gary Satterley-owned machine. And that tire, for all intent and purpose, about to go back to green. 3 cars will advance in this 10-lapper. The winner will go to the redraw. Out of 4 they come, green flag in the air. Here we go. Berkey, Cheap Cars of Silvis, Illinois machine is going to lead Shaver out of turn number 2. So Shaver falls back to second for the first time. McCready, oh, and Kasner, oh, look out! Jim Racy got into Pegger and took another one with him, and I believe that was Satterley again. Wrong place, wrong time. Oh, Jim Racy just threw the WWE. He's set to go. Let's get everybody in the grandstands up and give a nice hand to Satterley when he gets cleared. Let's show him a little love.
Jim Racy's going to get pushed. He looks like he might be able to continue as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tyler, see him looking at the grandstands. Nice job, guys. Way to go. Gerald Newton's trying to talk about the Indianapolis. Here we go. Green flag. We'll pick up where we left off with Berkey out front. Shaver in second. Now Shaver. Oh, look out. This time Angelicchio will spin it out. And guess what? Cautions breed cautions. Breed took him right out as far as the leader. He just went by him. Let's see if Shaver protects. And he does. Here comes Berkey, though. And Berkey will take him again off into turn number 1. Shaver to second, McCready to the third, Satterley fourth, Boom is fifth. Oh, Boom and Satterley come together. We have caution. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Throwing the whole row, or are we throwing the whole row?
Guess what, boys and girls? We're going to slow them down. Here we go. World of Outlaws radio system have caught both Shaver and Burkhofer for jumping. McCready and Satterley are on the front row.
Hey, you can't write this stuff. This is better than a soap opera, man. You could.
And McCready's now the front row with Burkhofer. Wow. Let's try it again. All right. Let's set the stage. Burkhofer again will lead. McCready is second. Shaver third. Here comes Satterley with a run off of turn 2. Shaver will shut him down. They're side by side for third. Will we get lap 1? And the answer is yes. Burkhofer leads. It's going to be McCready in second and Shaver in third. Then Satterley, Boom, Pegger, Angelicchio, and a very, very ill handling Chris Kasner. Boom Briggs chasing down Greg Satterley. And Boom is going after Satterley for the number 4 spot. That means a front row starting spot in the last chance showdown if you finish in the number 4 position in the heat. 4 will go on the scoreboard. It's Burkhofer, McCready, and Shaver. Halfway next time by. Burkhofer showing away. Brian Burkhofer out of Muscatine, Iowa. Kaiser Manufacturing, Cheap Cars of Silvis, Illinois. Ideal Ready Mix on the side of the 15B. Halfway through heat number 3. Tim McCready staying right with Berkey. Would love to get a shot at the redraw. Changes his line just a little bit with 4 to go. Angelicchio having trouble handling turn 4. McCready stays right with Berkey. 2 to go signal next time. Ryan Burkhofer will get that 2 to go signal. White flag when they come back around. Tim McCready tracking him down but running out of time. Berkey will bring him down the backstretch and into 3. Shaver watching it all take place with nothing to do about it. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Leader Brian Burkhofer, a Pittsburgh Steeler fan right down to the core. Goes to all the home games. Wins it. Second will go to McCready. Third will go to Shaver. Satterley's going to have to go to the last chance, but he's got a good chance to do that. Everybody else coming across the line. Well, Dow, one of the biggest Pittsburgh Steeler fans, probably the biggest Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
We'll have to worry about the Uncle Sam 30 because he's going to be in the starting grid for the Firecracker 100, and he'll be one of the front 6 starting spots, a chance to play for 30 grand. And Burkhofer, he's one of the unique ones. He is fun. Natural Light and Oreo cookies is his choice after the races are over. He is fun. But by far the best he's looked all weekend here tonight. So maybe he's got the 15B headed in the right direction. He's sure hoping so, as we get set to play for the big money. All right, you starting to get this thing figured out?
It's that's not really my cup of tea, but I'm enjoying driving hard, that's for sure. And me and Steve were just trying to get a good start there. I didn't really know what was going to happen there, but fortunately we got the start. But being on the top is very important right now. Good luck in the 100. All right, thank you guys. Ryan Burkhofer.
Here we go. Green flag is going to wave. He raced number 4. It's a side-by-side battle, and Eric Wells is going to lose it right in front of Mars. And he's going to sit in the moat over in turn number 2, and a caution is out. Tight all year long.
This appears to be one of the closer rookie battles you've had in a while, huh?
Well, we had a good one back when we had the 5 rookie deal going, where Russ King was 100 points out of the rookie point lead when we left Florida. Blankenship and Bagley in row number 2. The 4 they come. Here we go. Mars and McDowell. And it's going to be Dale McDowell showing the way out of turn number 2. Mars second and Bagley the third and final transfer spot. Miley off the racetrack and back on. The Jet Jared Miley has to recover. Here comes Blankenship. John Blankenship will work Morgan Bagley to the inside. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. It's all Dale McDowell. Jimmy Mars in second and Bagley in third. And Eric Wells is coming. Don't count out Easy E. He's got a pretty good race car sitting right now in the number 6 spot. Now Bagley's going to work the inside of Mars for second. Morgan Bagley's feeling it. Jimmy Mars has to hold him off. Halfway next time by, it's all Dale McDowell. But Jimmy Mars has got company in the form of Morgan Bagley and John Blankenship. Bagley will work the inside of Mars. Nothing doing that time. McDowell looking awful strong here in heat number 4. Bagley all over Mars, and Blankenship just trying to gain touch with those two. Garrett Crummert off the racetrack, slow and heading to the pit area. Leader, McDowell, half a straightaway over Mars and Bagley. Blankenship and Ziegler. Eric Wells. 2 to go signal when they come back around. It's going to be white flag for Dale McDowell. The Mac Daddy will bring him out of turn number 4. 1 more to go. Here comes Blankenship to the inside of Bagley. He'll take the 3rd and final transfer spot. Now Bagley's got to scratch and claw back. Blankenship surprised them. McDowell's going to win it. Mars going to come home 2nd. Here they come for 3rd. Oh, and a slider by Bagley. Too little, too late. He's going last chance showdown as Blankenship will steal it. Morgan Bagley let it slip through his fingers. So both he and Eric Wells are going to be in the last chance showdown. So the rookie's not in yet. How about John Blankenship? Last second Lucy. He gets
here twice that year, in April and August. And this guy, Dale McDowell, was the winner here that year in August. His only World of Outlaw win here at the Lernerville Speedway. Jimmy Mars, a 2-time winner of the Firecracker 100, transfers, as does John Blankenship, who will make his 2nd start in the Firecracker 100. And he's just glad he doesn't have to run a B main. He's got 2 last chance showdown wins Thursday night and this afternoon. Dale's car is still at the tech area. And he did not get the point to come to us, so he's headed back to the pits, and we'll go back up to you, Rick.
Yep, the Team Dillon Racing Machine, and of course... Here we go, heat number 5 is underway. Off into turn 1, they're 3 wide. Oh, Dan Stone thought about it, thought better of it. Checked up just enough to take the number 2 spot in battle with Mike Marlar. Marlar will try and clear him over in 4. Oh, they are way wicked. Coming out of that 4th corner, Stone paid the price. It's Landers, Marlar, and Fuller. Dan Stone, Dave S. Jr., Alex Faree. Dan Stone, I don't know how he hung on to that thing. That thing should have been all over the place, and he just corralled it in as Marlar took him up the banking. Leader Jared Landers, who had a good afternoon. One of the top 3. Looking right now to go to the redraw. Would love to be in that company and have a shot to win his first ever Outlaw event. Out of the question right now, that Barry Wright race car is awful strong. Mikey Marlar running in 2nd. 3rd place, Tim Fuller. Stoney in 4th. Just past the halfway point. Crawford Supply, Peak Motor Oil. Number 5 of Jared Landers is solid right now. Marlar keeping him within sight. Fuller trying to pull away from Stone. 2 to go signal next time. We'll go white flag when they come back by the start-finish line. And Marlar has caught Landers. Mike Marlar trying to go to the redraw. Marlar looking for his first ever World of Outlaws A-Main win. What a big one it would be to win it here. Woo. Gerald Newton would meet him down there in Victory Lane. Of course he's going to meet somebody. He's just that kind of guy, Gerald. Checkered flag coming around this time. And that's it for Schaltenbrand. He's out of the picture. Landers is going to win it. Marlar is going to come home 2nd. Fuller is going to get in. That's going to be good news and a moral victory for Tim Fuller. So Tim Fuller gets a little bit of a monkey off his back as he qualifies through the heat event. Mike Marler is in. It gave a little bit of fit to Landers.
Make its way onto the speedway. Going to cut the curb a little bit up in turn 4 with the blade and the tractor here before we turn them loose. World of Outlaw Tech officials really going over these cars at the scales. He knows where to go because he's been here twice before. Here he comes in the pink car, the number 5, Jared Landers.
Well, Dow, I understand at the conclusion of the 6th and final heat here, we are going to do the World of Outlaws redraw down on the victory stage area, so we'll be doing that.
Hey, Jared, you got this heat race thing figured out. The key is now, can you carry it over to the big one tonight?
We sure hope so. We had to start somewhere. Finish, front of these heat race now. It just gets up there with the good guys, and now we get to go race. Hopefully we can stay up there.
All right, Jared Landers, 3rd heat race win of the Firecracker weekend.
So what?
The truck, yeah, that's Dan in the truck.
Okay, so all trucks are off the racetrack. We're going to go green. Here we go. So green flag is out. Scott Bloomquist will take the early lead from Austin Hubbard, and that's Bubba Cool going to 3rd. Now it's Watts and Garvin side by side for the number 4 spot. Oh, Hubbard got sideways. Everybody bunches up. Bubba Cool will take advantage. He'll go to 2nd. So McCool is now in a runner-up spot. And he'll go right back to 3rd as Hubbard goes by him. Davies and Garvin. Oh, slide job by Davies. Action picking up here. And it's all Bloomquist. He has lit it up for a 15.379. Oh, boy, he's hot. 15.398. He and Tommy Hicks put their head together, and they've got a dynamite package. Bloomquist. T-Mac was about that fast in his heat and finished 2nd, believe that one or not. But it's all Bloomquist all the time, halfway coming up. Going to be 5 in and 5 to go, and Team 0 flexing muscle. Hubbard 2nd, Bubba Cool 3rd with a tire rub. We'll keep our eyes on that as the sheet metal rubbing on the 57J's right rear. And Ron Davies can see that, and he's trying to catch the Rookie of the Year last year. Here comes Davies right alongside Bubba Cool. Can't do anything this time. Poor David Watts got off the cushion. 7 will go up on the scoreboard. Bloomquist is lighting it up. Side by side, Davies and McCool again. And Ron Davies just can't quite get in touch with Bubba Cool. The 2 to go signal. Jason Fosnot leaves the area. McCool holds off Davies. Bloomer will take it down the back stretch and into 3. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Scott Bloomquist dismantling the field in heat number 6. Checker flag to Bloomer. Hubbard comes up 2nd. Here they come for 3rd. It's going to be McCool.
He's got the thumbs up, and here he comes out of Mooresburg, Tennessee. No stranger to victory lane here at Lernerville Speedway. He's won the Firecracker twice. Almost swept the weekend a year ago. All right. What do you think?
It's going to be an interesting race. You know, the cushion's really fast. The middle's blowing off a little bit slick. You know, it's going to be all over the place. It looks like it might blow off a little bit more than I thought, but it's definitely going to be around the top for quite some time.
It's going to be a different Firecracker 100 than we've ever seen?
Absolutely different for me.
All right, Scott Bloomquist.
Well, Eric, this is going to be the last shirt. This is the last shirt before the redraw, so make it quick. We're ready to go. Last shirt before the redraw. Going to talk to these 6 drivers. All right, Eric, we're ready to go. So we're going to start with the first driver who has swept the weekend so far. He's the current point leader. He's a 2-time World of Outlaws champion out of Schitzler, West Virginia, the Rocky Man, Josh Richards. Well, Josh, it has been a very good weekend for you guys. You guys are struggling a little bit, but you didn't give up. You know, just turned around and kept working, and it's paying off again.
No, it's been really good. You know, this is the next race that really counts for the weekend, and we're going to see what we can do. It's definitely not typical Lernerville, so it's going to be entertaining.
We got 6 young race fans here. Anybody look like they got the pole in them? Uh-oh. The 7-year-old with the Richards hat. You know what? You got the number 1. He drives number 1. He's number 1 in the points. You don't pull number 1, you're grounded. Just kidding. You're going to get a gift bag no matter what. Reach in there. Get him. Oh, he's going southpaw, Josh. Josh Richards. Well, that's close. He's going to start second. 2 for Josh Richards. Okay, young man. You stand in this group right here. We're going to take care of you in a minute. Up next, well, fittingly to draw second. He is second in the points. He won the opening race of the year. From the 25 of the Georgia Bulldog out of Zebulon, Georgia, it's Shane Clanton. Seems like you and Josh have been 1 and 2 all year long, back and forth. No difference tonight.
No, I think whoever prevails with the most wins this year is probably going to win the points, so hopefully we can get another one tonight. Car's been good. Hopefully we make the right adjustments the last 100 laps here.
Well, good news is both Capital Race cars are in here tonight. Fuller qualified at 3rd, and you qualified in as the winner, so guys got to be feeling a little better back there in the pits, too.
Yeah, we was good. Ron was good there in that last heat. Just couldn't get by Bub there, but confidence he'll get in, and we're, like I said, we've been working pretty hard on the cars, trying to get them as good as they are, so hopefully we can capitalize on this opportunity that we have here to be in redraw and win the race tonight.
Little play on words there for Marshall Green, who looks like they're lucky. Who's it going to be? Young lady, come on over here. Shane Clanton would like a number, so get him one. She'll reach in, and Clanton will start 4th on the grid this evening, so a 4 for Shane Clanton. We'll go to the winner of heat number 3. He hails from Muscatine, Iowa, the Muscatine man, Brian Burkhofer. I know you're a Steelers fan, but the Pirates did win today, so is that any kind of karma?
Maybe, but I'm more of a football guy, so good job to them, though.
All right, $30,000 tonight, natural light and Oreos.
Yeah, we'll have some bush lights for sure afterwards if we get that done. This track looks going to be kind of treacherous. I'll just hope to survive.
Yeah, it's been pretty quick out here. I'm sure you guys got to really work hard, Zach, back there, turning the wrenches, and you guys putting your heads together, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just, like I said, I mean, this isn't my cup of tea, but I think, you know, we got to be there at the end, so we'll see what how the track plays out here and what tires we end up putting on.
Who we got, Berkey? All right, young man, come on over here. That's you. Well, he's got yellow earplugs, so maybe that's an omen. Reach in there, young man, and grab a big number for him. Brian Burkhofer will start. Position 6, we have went even the whole way. 2, 4, and 6 for Burkhofer. So you stand over there. Let's go to the driver out of Chickamauga, Georgia, the 17M of the Mac, Danny Dale McDowell. Welcome back to the redraw, Dale. It's been a while.
It has been. Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, you and Shane working hard back there, putting your heads together?
Well, we're trying to.
No doubt about it. So, back here at Lernerville Speedway, you've got wins here. You know what it's about. What's it going to take to get this Firecracker?
I think whoever has the most tear-offs is going to be all right. I don't know. It's going to be, it's not our typical, Josh and I were talking, it's not typical Lernerville here right now. So, it's going to be exciting for you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a gamble for us, but should be a really, really good show.
1, 3, and 5 are left, Dale, so it ain't all bad. All right, come on over here, young man. 1, 3, and 5. He reaches in. Dale McDowell gets the 5. So McDowell will start 5th this evening. That brings us to a driver that had a pretty good finish this afternoon, 3rd. He's looking for his first outlaw win. It's the Raging Razorback, Jared Lenders. You guys have got things rolling pretty well right now. Daytime slick, you guys were top 3. Nighttime, you win the heat when it's hammered down, so you guys were ready for both situations.
Well, we think so. We're just getting our program together, and we're getting where we can put everything we want together here for certain conditions. So I hope we get the right setup for tonight. This track's going to be, it's going to be tough to get around here and save your equipment to be there at the end, but it's going to be aggressive. So it's going to be a good race for the fans.
Yeah, you tried to be aggressive this afternoon, and it just wasn't there. Tonight, you got to kind of save it a little bit because it's not there that way either. So it's got to be tricky.
It's definitely going to be tricky. It'll be a good race, you guys.
Who do we got? 2 left. Here we go. There's a 1 and a 3. No pressure. Just reach in there and grab a number. And it's going to be a 3. We went backwards on the odd. And that brings us to our pole sitter, the defending Firecracker 100 champion, the Voodoo Child, Scott Bloomquist. You know what? We're going to let you cheat. Reach in there and grab it. Tell me it's the number 1. It is number 1. Put her back in there. Scott, no control of your own. Last number left was the one. You're the pole sitter, defending champion of the race. Hammer down racetrack. What the heck is going to go on?
It's just going to be interesting. It's going to be a long 100 laps. It's going to be pretty tiring and grueling on everybody. Traffic's going to be real interesting. It's going to be on top for a while, and we'll just have to see how we can move around later.
You and Tommy and the crew put together a pretty good piece out there for the heat. You were very, very fast, 15.3s through 15.6 the whole time, so the car was dialed.
Yeah, the car felt really good. We got a couple little things we're going to do to tighten up, but we're not going to change much. Just going to have to really study tires and make a good decision on tires.
No doubt about it. Good luck, Scott. You're the pole sitter.
All right, thank you very much.
Scott Bloomquist, pole sitter for tonight's Firecracker 100. So Eric Westendorf has the shirts. Okay, kids, come on over here. We've got it signed already. And who got the number 1? Who got the number 1? Okay, here's your... Pick a number. 7. 2. Number was 1. There you go. Last get back. There you go. Let's go racing. 12 laps to get it done. Top 2 advance. Green is out. We are underway with Chubzilla, Steve Francis. They are in the controlled spots right now with Russell King on the outside looking in. And Chubb will take Francis over into turn number 3 as we continue on here in the last chance showdown number 1. 4 in the books, 8 to go. Two cars and 2 cars only will transfer. And Chubb trying to help out his World of Outlaws brethren and get them in by transferring. That'll open up another provisional spot. So far, mission accomplished. Chubb and Francis have checked out. King on the outside looking in along with Cat Daddy, who did not make the show this afternoon and looking might not make it again tonight. And now Francis, your new leader. Steve Francis is now going to show Chubb the fast way around as they go underneath Derek Stefanik. There'll be 8 on the scoreboard and 4 to go, so Russ King still running in the 3rd spot and not in transfer position. Chubb, however, is in the 2nd and final spot. So Francis will come across the line, 2 to go signal next time.
That was my brother.
Now Francis got company. Chubb is going to close the gap as Francis having trouble with Michael Holmes. 2 to go. Chubb looking to win this B-Main, or last chance showdown, if you will. And now decision had to be made by Francis. Made the right one, got underneath Holmes. Waring and Holmes going at it the back of the pack. Chubb gets by, solidifies his spot. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Steve Francis, Chubb Frank. Oh, and Russell King locking horns with the 91 on Michael Holmes. Cat Daddy goes by for 3rd, but that's not going to do him a bit of good. Francis wins it. Chubb is going to the dance. Cat Daddy won't make it again. Neither will Foot, the 56 of Russ King. So the 1 star of Chubbzilla and the 15 of the Kentucky Colonels, Steve Francis, they're both in the show. Junior, the 18 of Eric Wells, the 14 of Dan Angelico, Jared the Jet Miley, the H1, C33 of Chris Kasner, the 1 of Tommy Beck. Chance showdown number 2 is about to go green. Here we go. Green flag about to wave in last chance showdown number 2. So it's 3 wide for the lead out of turn 2. Morgan Bagley knows the only way in is to qualify 1st or 2nd. No provisionals available to him, emergency-wise at least. As trouble on Mike Pegger Jr., caution flag will wave. So Pegger brings out the caution. Well, Dow's is over. As we get set to go, Bagley will bring them out of turn number 4. Last chance showdown number 2 is underway. It's going to be Bagley in command. Boom and Satterley will go at it for the number 2 and final transfer spot. Satterley has it. Boom wants it. Satterley will nose up. Boom will come with him. Oh, Mason Ziegler is off the racetrack and in trouble. Caution's going to wave. Caution flag is out. We're coming out of 4. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Satterley will take the number 2 spot away from Boom. Now Wells. He'll work the outside of Jared Miley. Off the racetrack is Garrett Crummer. It's Morgan Bagley showing away with Satterley. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. Greg Satterley working the inside of Bagley for the lead. Morgan will hold him off. So Bagley will drag him down the back stretch and into 3. Boom Briggs still within shouting distance, as is the 18 of Eric Wells. All over Bagley is Satterley. Halfway next time. It'll be 6 in and 6 to go. Side by side is Satterley going for the lead. Greg Satterley's gonna lead it. Satterley, your new leader. Morgan Bagley now finds himself in the number 2 spot. And it's Eric Wells and Boom battling it out for pride more than anything right now. As the top 2 have pulled away. Want to settle it between themselves, and Greg Satterley, who's had a very miserable weekend, could make things happen a whole lot better in that pit area if he could come in as the winner or the runner-up. So 4 laps to go. Boom Briggs holding off. Eric Wells, Boom most likely will be Uncle Sam racing tonight. Garrett Crummert is going to get ready for the Uncle Sam. As Satterley will bring him out of turn number 4 for the 2 to go. White flag the next time by. Greg Satterley, Morgan Bagley. Work their way out of turn number 4 for the white flag, 1 to go. Checkered flag's going to wave. It's going to be Greg Satterley. Second is Morgan Bagley. They are in the dance. So Morgan Bagley is in on his own accord. Eric Wells is going to get in on a provisional. And race fans, he has had one hell of a long night. Let's give a nice... He's October 11th. Well, October 12th, thank you. It's going to be on that Saturday. That's right. We're there Thursday. There. My, oh my, oh my. Only at Lernerville. Here we go. So here we go. Dan Stone's going to take it off into turn number 2 and lead Ron Davies. Down the back chute for the first time, Alex Faree looking to get in. He's got a spot in already, but he'd like to have it on his own. And he's got it as Davies jumped the cushion. Cost him everything. So Ron Davies lost 3 spots, and that really put a dent in his armor. He's got to come back for more now, and he's got a long way to go. Jason Ryder, the inside of Todd Bachman. Oh, Alex. Well, Dave Hess Jr. almost got crossed up right in front of the whole field. Hess first car on the outside looking in. Davies going back after Watts. Got a lot of real estate to make up in 10 laps because Dan Stone has lit it up. Alex Faree is following in his footsteps. Leader down the backstretch, Dan Stone and Alex Faree. The final 2 spots for racing will be determined in this last chance showdown. The final 2 provisional spots will come here shortly, and I can tell you one thing right now. John Garvin Jr. is in the dance. He didn't transfer. He's the point provisional. And if Faree does transfer, then that'll be it. We'll have 27. So it's all up to Faree. If Faree can transfer, which it looks like he's going to do right now, we'll start 27 cars tonight, I do believe. Dan Stone leading Alex Faree. And we are halfway. 6 down, 6 to go. Time running out on Hess. And caution flag is gonna wave. We'll bring them up to speed. Here we go. Green flag is out. Uh-oh. Trouble for Fosnot. Trouble for Ryder. Both of them taking a... Miley. You know our guys, it's Wells and Cat. Here we go. 7 in, 5 remain. And Hess all of a sudden is going after the 10 of Faree. Dave Hess Jr. wants to get in. Dave Hess Jr. wants it. And a big power move. Bonsai, oh, and he got into Faree, and Faree paid the price. And Dave Hess Jr., oh boy, serious damage, and Alex Faree just got the boot. Been pretty wild, still 4 to go. Stone will bring him out of 4. And Watts is going to go after Hess. David Watts in the 04 wants a piece of Dave Hess Jr. Oh, Hess off the banking. Here comes David Watts. And he'll take second away from Hess. Now Hess will throw it hard into 3. Way up the banking. Watts and Hess battle it out. Hess takes it back. They're playing Indian Giver for the final transfer spot. 2 to go signal this time. It's all Dan Stone. It's Watts and Hess putting on the show. Brian Tavener starting to get into the equation. White flag the next time by. Dave Hess Jr.'s got his hands full with David Watts. Watts to the inside. Down the back stretch, a drag race into turn 3. Final transfer spot under protest with 1 lap to go. White flag coming out. Watts with a slide jump. Oh, and he and Hess come together. They bang sheet metal. Now Watts again is going to go after Hess. Stoney's going to win this thing. Who's going to come home second? They're going to take the battle into turn number 3. It's going to be Dan Stone winning the event. Here they come for the final quarter. Final transfer spot. Hess is going to hold on. Wow. That was a Donnybrook. A slobber knocker, if you will. So Dave Hess Jr.
So, you know what? We got a great car, and I think we can get to the front.
Good luck, Dan.
Thank you.
Dan.
Service people, a nice hand. It's because of all of you that all of us can enjoy this sport of auto racing. Thank you for your service, your commitment to your country, and thank you for protecting this great United States. Jr. The qualifying race winner hails from Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, in the 10-8 train, Alex Furry. Starting 26th out of Genoa, Georgia, in the number 44, it's the Cat Daddy, Clint Smith. Alongside the current Rookie of the Year point leader out of Hazard, Kentucky, the 18 of the man we call Easy E, Eric Wells. The 44 out of Waterford, Pennsylvania, it's the Wizard, Dave Hess Jr. And alongside him, Rookie of the Year contender out of Longview, Texas, the Texas Tornado, Morgan Bagley. The 1-star out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, Chubzilla, Chub Frank. And his dancing partner out of Thompson, Pennsylvania, in the 2, Big Brother Dan Stone. It's going to be the 22 from Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, the Truth, Greg Satterley. And to his inside, 2007 World of Outlaws champion out of Ashland, Kentucky, it's the Kentucky Colonel, Steve Francis. The 2012 Rookie of the Year hails from Vicksburg, Mississippi, the 57J of the Vicksburg Villain, Bub McCool. And alongside, out of Edwards, New York, in the 19, the Empire Executioner, Tim Fuller. From Williamson, West Virginia, in the 23, it's the Coleman, John Blankenship. And to his inside from Vienna, West Virginia, in the 6, Showtime, Steve Shaver. 2011 champion hails from York, Pennsylvania, the 24 of Scrub, Rick Eckert. Starting inside of Eckert, the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia, Superman Jonathan Davenport. And it's going to be the 12th place starter from Seaford, Delaware, the Delaware Destroyer, the 11 of Austin Hubbard. Your 11th place starter from Winfield, Tennessee, in the 5B, it's the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marler. 2-time Firecracker 100 champion out of Menominee, Wisconsin, starts 10th. In the 28th, the Iceman, Jimmy Mars. 9th place starter, 2006 Outlaws champion out of Watertown, New York, in the 39, T-Mac, Tim McCready. Your 8th place starter, defending World of Outlaws champion and runner-up in this race more times than he'd like to count, out of Union, Kentucky, the 29 of the Bluegrass Bandit, Darrell Lanigan. Starting in 7th out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania, the 1J of the Juice, Davey Johnson. 2008 Firecracker 100 champion from Muscatine, Iowa, the Muscatine Madman, 15B of Brian Burkhofer. And out of Chickamauga, Georgia, going 5th in a 17M, it's the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. Your 2010 Firecracker 100 champion, second in Outlaws points from Zebulon, Georgia, the 25 of the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton. Looking for his first Outlaw win, and whoa, would it be a big one tonight. Formerly out of Batesville, Arkansas, in the 5, the Raging Razorback, Jared Landers. Looking for his first Firecracker 100 championship, the 2-time champion of the series and the current point leader out of Shinston, West Virginia, in the 1, the Rocket Man, Josh Richards. Bringing the field to green, the 2-time and defending Firecracker 100 champion out of Mooresburg, Tennessee, the dirt tracks dominator, Scott Bloomquist. Well, race fans, we have been told over World of Outlaws radio communications it is time to start these cars up. So as a whole, I'll count them down for 3, 2, 1. You give the command. Ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Well, Gerald, they did you proud. They did exactly what you asked.
Flicks off and does slow down. The 20s may wear, but we'll see. Obviously, these guys have been doing it for a long time. They've run these tires before. They don't think they're going to need a hard tire here tonight.
Well, you know, it all depends on exactly how, like you said, the racetrack reacts to 28 cars in 100 laps, and it's going to be interesting to see what shakes. Chubb Frank had a problem for a moment, but now he's got the ship. Let's get up and send him off in style. Oh, boy. Hang on. In 2004, the World Racing Group brought to life the most powerful late models on the planet, and for 10 straight years, they have been just that. Lernerville Speedway, here comes the Firecracker 104 wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to...
Over the World of Outlaws radio system, Mike Marlar has dropped a part off the 5B debris on the racetrack, and Mike Marlar's got to bring Norman Bryson's 5B into the pit area. So this is really going to hurt the chances for the driver out of Winfield, Tennessee. And fireworks on the speedway, fireworks up in the air. Oh boy, we are about to get after it. The 7th annual Firecracker 100, brought to you by GottaRace.com, is coming to green. Here we go. Bloomer's going to drag him down the backstretch for the first time with Richards in hot pursuit, and Shane Clanton along with Jared Landers, Dale McDowell, Brian Burkhofer, Darrell Lanigan, Davey Johnson, Tim McCready. Lap number 1 goes to Bloomer. Lightning fast racetrack, and Jimmy Mars got a problem. The Iceman's in trouble. Jimmy Mars is in trouble. And Mars may bring out the caution. The caution is going to come out for Jimmy Mars. The safety harnesses coming loose.
Maybe he can, you know, refire a little quicker on restarts, etc., with the soft rubber and get up through there.
We're going to find out. His green flag is out. We're back underway. It's going to be Bloomquist up front with Richards running second. Now Landers and McDowell will battle for the number 3 spot. It's Clanton sitting in fifth. Darrell Lanigan coming to the front with Tim McCready. Lanigan on the bottom. T-Mac on the top. They're going to bring Berkey and J.B. Johnson along with him. 2 down. Field already spread out around the Lernerville Speedway. Scott Bloomquist in command. A 15.899 on that last circuit. Oh, he is lighting it up here in this Firecracker 100. And now Landers falling off the pace a little bit. May have went a little harder on tires. A couple other drivers storming to the front. No, one of them being Darrell Lanigan. He and Shane Clanton are going after the 17 Emma Dale McDowell. Richards all over Bloomquist for the lead. Bloomer will hold him off. Scott Bloomquist and Josh Richards going at it. At the line, give it to Bloomer by half a car length. Dale McDowell in the 17M, holding down the third spot. Good run early for him. Shane Clanton and Darrell Lanigan, Tim McCready, Davey Johnson, Brian Burkhopper, Jared Landers. And it's Jonathan Davenport, Austin Hubbard, Rick Eckert, John Blankenship, Steve Shaver, and Bubba Cool. Bloomquist, 7 in, showing the way. Satterley now starting to close the gap on McCool. Greg Satterley on the move. Lanigan all over Clanton for the number 4 spot. Darrell Lanigan is feeling good in the neighborhood of the bottom of the racetrack, and he'll go by Clanton. So Darrell Lanigan has picked up another one now and set his sights on Dale McDowell. Darrell Lanigan is smooth tonight, and he is fast as well. Lanigan has the 3rd fastest, making 4th fastest lap of the race. Josh Richards this turn the quickest lap of the event. Richards all over Bloomer for the lead. Lanigan closing in on McDowell for 3rd. Track starting to widen out just a little bit. The leaders have caught the back markers. Bloomquist and Richards will head down the backstretch as Dave Hess Jr. calls it quits on lap 10. Now it's John Garvin Jr. that's going to be under attack from the lead duo. Lanigan to the inside of McDowell for 3rd. Darrell Lanigan is coming to the front. He has never won this race. He's been a bridesmaid 4 times. Lanigan going after McDowell. Bloomer will clear Garvin and bring Richards along. Lanigan tracking Dale McDowell. 12 in the books, 88 to go. It's the 0 of Scott Bloomquist. Richards to the inside for the lead. Won't happen. Bloomer will hold him off. Now Bloomer's going to have to work Cat Daddy and try and keep Richards at bay at the same time. Josh Richards looking to take out the broom and sweep the weekend away. Again, he showed the nose to Scott, but Scott will hold him off. Now Richards will dive to the inside of Bloomer. Bloomer has to thread the needle between Richards and Cat, and there is no room there. Now Richards will step to the outside of Bloomquist. They change lines. It's going to pay off. Josh Richards going to take the lead away from Bloomer. Now Bloomquist will fall a second. He'll dive back underneath Richards. Try and regain that lead. It's going to be Richards on lap 16. Bloomquist finds himself in a different spot for the first time in the event. So Josh Richards now your race leader. Scott Bloomquist a distant second as he has fallen off the pace of Richards. Richards really lighting it up here. McDowell is 3rd, Lanigan is 4th, Clanton 5th, McCready 6th, Davey Johnson is 7th, Berkey is 8th, Davenport 9th, Hubbard 10th, and caution is out. Bubba Cool, turn around over in turn number 2, the caution flag waves at lap 18. So you got to wonder how many tear-offs can you get on these helmets because I'm overheating. Happens. Richards going to bring him up to speed. It's time to get down and dirty again with the Outlaws. Here we go. Out of 4, they come. Green is out. Shane Clanton's going to go to work on Darrell Lanigan. Shane Clanton got a great run. Lanigan goes back to 5th. Now Lanigan will go after Clanton and Dale McDowell both. Clanton gets him. McDowell hounding Bloomquist for 2nd. Clanton all over McDowell. Davey Johnson to the outside of Tim McCready. Richards showing the way. And Clanton has a problem. Shane Clanton, the car just locked up over in turn 2. He's got it back under control, but lost the spot back to Darrell Lanigan again. And we got a gaggle from about 7th on back. 21 in. Richards Bloomquist, McDowell, Lanigan, and Clanton. McCready, Blankenship with a heck of a run. John Blankenship is up to the number 7 spot. After starting 16th, the Coleman is putting it in the stove. 23 in. It is hammer time on these bullets. Underneath the hood they call engines. How many are going to survive? That's the question. Davey Johnson, John Blankenship, and Jonathan Davenport all mixing it up. Johnson to the inside of Blankenship. Nothing happening there. Leader Richards just sails off into the Sarver night. 25% through this event. 75 laps to go. Davey Johnson, all kinds of right rear damage. Leader Richards just sailing around the action track. Davenport trying to hold off Burkhofer and get after Eckert. Richards again has caught the slower cars in the field. Now he's going to have to work his way through the slower traffic. So far, so good for the Rocket Man. Richards will clear John Garvin Jr. and put him 2 laps down. Now Josh Richards got a little bit tougher task. Clint Smith, Bub McCool, Chubb Frank all in front of the leader. And Richards is going to step to the outside of Cat. He'll go 2 laps down. Now set his sights on Bub McCool as we work lap 30. 70 to go for the Rocket Man. He is setting a torrid pace. Bloomquist a distant second. Josh Richards looking for his first ever Firecracker, his 3rd World of Outlaws Championship. And now Josh Richards is going to find himself in some heavy lap traffic as he works on Chubb Frank, and Chubb is off the pace. Chubb Frank had a problem, continues to slow down. Chubb Frank's got a problem. He's going to be slow down the backstretch. Let's see what happens to Chubb. He's going to take the car off the backstretch, and we're going to get caution. Caution flag is going to wave. Caution is out. So 33 laps in the books. Chubb Frank has brought out the yellow.
Leader working under the back end of his car. Chubb's turned his around. Austin Hubbard also now in the pits.
Well, Brad Baum, the crew chief, on the one.
Yeah, Rick, Austin Hubbard just out of tear-offs. He just in here with a towel, cleaning his shield. Lost vision.
Well, I think now we're hearing over the World of Outlaws radio system. We are going to bring all the cars to the front stretch real quick for a helmet swap, which means fresh tear-offs on another helmet if they have a spare. Yeah.
Some bars on the suspension of the back end of Chubb Frank's car.
So now we are going to bring them to a halt.
You, they're scraping mud off the spoiler. It's a half inch.
Helmets out now. The vision is gone for a lot of the drivers. So one crew member only going to each driver.
A lot of these guys are not only just, they're not adding, they're changing helmets.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now sometimes car, figure out the racetrack, get by your competitor. It's a lot of work.
They're going to earn their paycheck tonight, that's for sure.
Strange. I wonder if he knew he had a flat dial. So we're back underway. Shane Clanton goes after Dale McDowell, and Lanigan comes along with him. got some momentum, and Dale McDowell stole his thunder. Shane Clanton was about to take over the number 3 spot. McDowell was right there. So Coconut will go after the 17 Emma again, over in 1 and 2, 35 in the books. And again, Clanton gets the run. This time McDowell holds it down. Clanton go by? No. Shane Clanton getting a little excited. I think he may have something. This time he'll sail by McDowell. Shane Clanton takes her needle. Now set his sights on Bloomquist. Well, Clanton can see that might be what was holding him back, because he is all over Scott Bloomquist for second. Shane Clanton has got himself a rocket ship. Chubb Frank will come back out. Lost a few laps. Chubb is back underway. And Chubb is off the pace. There's something wrong with the 1 star. Chubb Frank is off the pace in the 1 star. It is not up to speed, and that's going to be it for Chubb Zilla. He tried it. It didn't work. Game over. Oh, and trouble on Berkey. Ryan Burkhofer may have just let go of power plant as Big Blue smoke over to turn number 1. Brian Burkhofer's night is over. Chubb Frank 6 laps in arrears. Green flag is out. John Blankenship trying to grab 4th right, back away from McDowell. He'll do it. Here comes T-Mac. McCready on the move. Clanton to the outside of Bloomquist. Here comes T-Mac. Blankenship stays 4th. Oh, and Shane Clanton is coming after Josh Richards. Ho, ho, ho. And big smoke billowing out of the 49 of Davenport. He's done. Game over for Superman. We may see caution. Davenport's going to try and limp it to the pit area and get out of here. And I believe he's going to do it. He can smell the oil from here. The field will storm by as Davenport leaves. And then 42 go on the scoreboard. Shane Clanton is going to dive to the inside of Richards for the lead. It doesn't happen. Clanton trying to spoil Richards' party. Josh Richards trying to hold off Coconut. Bloomer stays 3rd. Blankenship 4th. 5th is McCready. 6th is McDowell. Lanigan 7th. Satterley 8th. Eckert 9th. Davey Johnson 10th. Clanton all over Richards out of turn number 4. They both jump the cushion. 45 in the books. Oh, and Landers got high, wide, and handsome. That cost him. Clanton again jumps the cushion and almost surrenders 2nd. Bloomquist had to get on the binders. Blankenship caught up to Bloomquist, and Blankenship was going to try him out of turn 2. Thought better of that. Richards has breathing room. Now Blankenship to the outside of Bloomer. Here comes John Blankenship. From 16th to 3rd. Oh, and Clanton's got trouble. Might be a right rear flat on Clanton. He just pushed it too hard. Caution is out. Blankenship from 16th to 2nd. Construction FMG Racing Capital Race Car, John Kennedy owned machine. Shy of halfway, this one's far from over. Green flag is going to wave, we're underway. So we go right back to work. Bloomquist and Blankenship stay side by side. McDowell and McCready as well. T-Mac will take the number 4 spot. So McCready has went to 4th. And T-Mac is now going to go after Bloomquist. Richards will show the way. Blankenship and Bloomquist right there. McDowell takes it back away from McCready, who takes it back from McDowell. All right, Blankenship just plowed. Turn number 2 with the nose piece. That cost him a ton. He has went from 2nd to 5th. The handle is gone from John Blankenship's machine. So the second car that was chasing Richards in the runner-up spot has had a problem. And Mike Marlar is done. The 5B has given it up. Blankenship off the pace. John Blankenship is off the pace. Caution is out. So Blankenship jumped the cushion in turn 2. That means the support braces down there, Dow.
Greg Satterley, who made a great run up into the top 10, pitting as well. They're putting a new tire on the right rear.
And Satterley,
and the left rear.
Satterley surrenders 5th.
Change 2.
Oh yeah, we're only halfway. Here we go. So business picks up once again for the number 2 spot as McCready will step to the outside of Dale McDowell. Here comes T-Mac, here comes McDowell. They gang up on Bloomquist. T-Mac is now the car on the move. And McCready will go 3 wide with McDowell and Bloomer. T-Mac coming on. Bloomer will hold him off for now as Richards continues to show the way. Blankenship is done. His great run is over. And Clint Smith just continues to soldier on. He's moved to 16th. McCready has lost the spot now to McDowell. So T-Mac's car went away for a minute. Darrell Lanigan stays in position number 5. Clanton trying to recover. He's up to 11th. And Landers has some issues. Josh Richards showing the way. Rick Eckert slides underneath Davey Johnson. Eckert will take over the 6th spot, and scrub is now a factor. Johnson jumped the cushion and lost some wholesale spots. Francis off the pace. So it's Richards in command, with Bloomquist just lurking and hanging, and Davey Johnson's night is over. So Dale McDowell now stays right there in a podium finish, and Rick Eckert's got trouble. Latest on the attrition list. Caution is out for scrub. 58 in the books. Eckert brings out caution. Rick Eckert, right rear flat tire. Say, you know, just the opposite. The track was good. We were able to use the cushion. It went through the corners good. It all depends on your perspective, I guess. Now in the 15th spot, Cat Daddy is going to get a good finish out of this one. Here we go. So everybody will now slice and dice. Richards, Bloomquist, McDowell, McCready, Lanigan. Top 5, it's McCool, Landers, Bagley, Clanton. It's going to be 60 in the books and 40 to go this time. Roush Yates power up front, and Dale McDowell left rear flat tire. Left rear flat on McDowell. We're going to get caution.
Left rear flat on Dale McDowell.
And caution will wave right now at lap 60. How about Bub McCool in the top 5?
Quietly. You know, the way the attrition's going here, you just...
Side by side is Bloomquist and McCready as we fire off. Josh Richards has been the leader since lap 16. Morgan Bagley got crossed up, and that cost him wholesale positions. And cars jumping the cushion. It's going to be hard on the equipment. T-Mac to the inside of Richards for the lead, but not this time. So McCready, the latest driver in the number 2 spot, to take a shot at Richards. Shane Clanton has climbed back in the top 10. He's 8th. His teammate Fuller is 9th. And McCready watching the one machine from his bird's eye view in 2nd. But McCool losing a little ground this time to Jared Landers. Falls back to 6th. Richards showing away. Now Scott Bloomquist will start up a battle with McCready again for the number 2 spot. Bloomer has been in the top 3 all race long. Lanigan now sitting in 4th. Landers is 5th, McCool 6th. Eckert is back to 7th already. Satterley 8th, Clanton 9th, Fuller 10th. Bagley, the leading rookie right now. 67 on the scoreboard. We're 2/3 of the way through this Firecracker 100. And Josh Richards changes his line. Richards goes center groove. McCready stays up top. Josh Richards changed his line over in turn number 4 last time. And he'll go right back to top shelf out of turn 4. Now Bloomer is on the hub, and Bloomer's got blue smoke coming out. Scott Bloomquist. Blue smoke coming out of the zero machine. And he has slowed down, and Bloomquist is going to be in trouble. Scott Bloomquist is down. Blue smoke. Bloomer's done. 0 in the pits. That's it for Scott Bloomquist. McCready will go after Richards. So the defending Firecracker 100 champion drops out at lap 70. McCready chasing Richards. Lanigan is now 3rd, Eckert 4th. And we have caution. A spin over in turn number 2, and it's Tim Fuller in the 19. Fuller. Here we go. Richards will bring him out of turn 2. Lanigan and McCready battle for 2nd. Eckert right there with him. Richards, McCready, Lanigan, Eckert, Landers, Satterley, McCool. And Richards drifted up the bank. Lost a little real estate. Josh Richards from the bottom to the top. And Tim McCready going after Josh Richards, handling maybe going away on the 1. 74 going to go on the scoreboard. Dale McDowell's coming back in the pits. So McDowell comes in on lap 74. We're going to have 25 laps to go this time. Richards pulls away now from McCready. Lanigan, Eckert, all trying to get in touch. It's Rick Eckert going after Darrell Lanigan for 3rd. Oh, close quarters between he and McCready. And McCready right up by the cushion. 3 cars under that proverbial blanket for 2nd. Richards is clinging to the lead. Eckert underneath Lanigan for third. That doesn't work. Richards again pulls away from T-Mac. Now Eckert has grabbed third away from Lanigan. McCready jumped the cushion. It's going to be 20 to go when they come back by. Richards will bring him down the stretch, and it's 20 to go. Shane Clanton has not been able to move up. He stays in 8th. Satterley is up to 6th. The gas man is coming again. And Bub McCool has got trouble. Something has happened to the 57J, and he's going to be done. Caution is out with 19 to go. Bub McCool has got problems on the right rear axle. Here we go with green flag, 19 to go. It's been Josh Richards since lap 16, 81 in the books. Rick Eckert's going after McCready now for second. They'll take the battle down the backstretch. It's Jared Landers on the move. He's picked up the number 4 spot from Lanigan. Richards still in command, but for how long? Attrition has taken its toll here at the Firecracker 100. Richards has stood up strong. He'll take a 5-car length advantage over into turn number 3. $17 remain. Eckert underneath McCready for second. Scrub will pull the trigger. And McCready finds himself in third. And again, he'll jump the cushion. Rick Eckert now is on the move. He's grabbed the number 2 spot. Jared Landers, who finished third this afternoon, almost back to that podium spot again. It'll be 15 to go for the Rocket Man. Lanigan has found something. He goes back after Landers. And Jared Landers finds himself back in 5th. So now the Bluegrass Bandit is in the hunt. Just 12 cars of the 28 starters left on the Speedway. And Rick Eckert is coming. Scrub wants this Firecracker 100. And he is going after the Rocket Man. Rick Eckert may have saved it for the end of the race. He'll show the nose, take the lead. Richards will steal it back out of 2. Now the battle will take shape over in turn number 3. Richards on the top, Eckert on the bottom. Here comes Scrub Richards at the line by Carling. 13 to go. Oh, we have got a shootout in the Sarver Corral tonight. Welcome everybody listening in on the World of Outlaws Spit Car Series tonight. We're here at Lernerville Speedway with the World of Outlaws Late Model Series. 12 laps to go in the Firecracker 100. It's been Josh Richards since lap 16. Rick Eckert has come on like gangbusters. Scrub trying to steal this one. Fourteenth starter, Rick Eckert, is on the heels of Richards again, side by side in turn number 2, and Richards will hold him off. It's going to be 10 to go. McCready sits 3rd, Lanigan 4th. Landers battling with Satterley for 5th. Francis is 7th. 8th is Bagley. Wells 9th, and 10th is Clanton. 11th will be Fuller, and 12th is Clint Smith. Those cars left on the track. 9 laps to go. Eckert dives underneath again. Richards will hold him off at the line. Oh, Rick Eckert has the lead, drifted up the bank, and Richards was able to hold him at bay. 8 to go when they come to the stripe. Richards on the top and Eckert on the bottom. A classic battle here at Lernerville. The laps are winding down. The sands in the hourglass are really falling fast now. Josh Richards has got a battle on his hands with 7 to go this time. Rick Eckert is going to mount one more challenge. McCready is doing all he can to hold off Lanigan for third. Richards and Eckert will take the battle down the backstretch. 3 separate 2-car battles. Richards and Eckert for the lead, McCready and Lanigan for a podium, and a top 5 between Landers and Satterley. Next time around, the 5 to go signal. A thumb and 4 fingers. Oh, and Eric Wells is up and over in turn number 3. He'll land in 4. Eric Wells has taken Mr. Toad's wild ride over in turn number 4. And red flag is out. Red flag is out for Eric Wells. We have 6 with just 6 laps to go. He is out of the car. Eric Wells talking to safety crew. Easy E out of the machine. Took a head. Girls, nothing else. 1 crew member only per car as we clean up the wreck in turn number 4 of Eric Wells. Good news is he's okay. He was sitting in the 9th spot. He's going to lose 1 spot and to maybe do something a little different. I think Rick Eckert may be overheating. That's why. Coming out of 4. Here we go. Green in the air. Eckert dives right back to the bottom. Josh Richards will drag him down the backstretch. We're going to get the 5 to go. Again, the thumb and 4 fingers are going to come out. Richards going to see it first. Jared Landers jumped the cushion. Greg Satterley goes to 5th. Eckert again showed the nose to Richards, just can't make the pass. Rick Eckert's going to stay right there with Richards. Maybe set him up for a last lap. McCready and Lanigan continue to go at it for the 3rd and final podium spot. Oh, and something's happened to Scrub. Rick Eckert off the pace with 4 to go. Eckert is off the pace. Scrub is going to bring out caution with 3 laps to go. 3 to go. We're going to go back to 4 to go. Richards again will be in charge of starting this event off, and McCready's going to come with him. We'll go off into turns 1 and 2 where Richards will bring the field down. Josh Richards still up front. Lanigan has a tussle now with the 22 of Satterley. Greg Satterley trying to get the podium away from Lanigan. The 2 to go signal when they come by. Richards has opened up a 5-car length advantage over McCready. White flag the next time around. 2 laps from completion. In one of the strangest Firecracker 100s ever. Down the backstretch, Josh Richards will thunder off into turn number 3. T-Mac running out of time. White flag in the air for Richards, 1 lap to go. If Richards can hang out for 1 more lap, he will sweep the weekend, winning both preliminaries and the Firecracker 100, his first ever. He is a half a lap away from doing just that. He'll sling it into turn number 3 one more time out of turn number 4. First ever win, and the broom is out. Josh Richards wins the Firecracker 100. Second will go to Tim McCready. Third to Lanigan. Fourth will go to Satterley. Fifth will go to Landers. We're going to go to GottaRace.com Sheets Victory Lane to talk to Josh Richards.
History in the making. It's never been done before. Sweeping the Firecracker 100 weekend. And Josh Richards just did that. His first Firecracker 100. It's on. I don't know if I am.
Once again, GottaRace.com Sheets Victory Lane. He's climbing out the Rocky Man, Josh Richards.
side, Rick. This side, Rick. The other side.
Well, Josh, it's heavy. We're going to set this on the car and talk for a minute. This had to be maybe one of the hardest races you've won. This is a long one. It was grueling. It was demanding. Talk about what it was like out there.
Man, I tell you what, I just want to thank all the fans for coming out. And that was definitely nerve-wracking. You know, we had a really good car to start. There was a lot of crumbs thrown up. We were using a lot of tear-offs, and I just really didn't want to run out. And the track cleaned up in spots, and we just had to move around a little bit. And I knew Rick was really good there in the bottom. I knew I needed to move down, but I didn't want to mess my rhythm up. And I guess I hit the cushion one lap and knocked the panel bar out of this thing. So we're lucky to finish the race. But I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. I just had to keep myself calm last 3 or 4 laps. But to win every race this weekend and to finally get this big crown jewel here at one of my home tracks, it means the world.
No doubt about it. And after the week you've had leading up to the Firecracker, a lot of teams would have been discouraged, shaking their heads, you know, and just thinking, what do we got to do? You guys did just the opposite. You guys didn't shake your heads. You used your heads, worked on this car, brought it back to Lernerville Speedway, and you guys are on a mission, and mission completed, mission successful, no doubt.
No, without a doubt. You know, my dad, Matt, Cody, Steve, Mark Salak's here, everyone that helps out, Ron Slavic, Tyler. There's a huge list that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be driving this car. Seabrook Cat Franchise, Valvoline, Ernie D Enterprises, Ace Metalworks, Integra Shocks, Hoosier Tire, Sunoco Race Fuels, Rocket Chassis. It's a lot of fun to get to drive this one car. I want to thank all the fans for coming out, and we'll try again.
Well, everybody that was in second behind you, Clanton and Blankenship and Bloomquist and Eckert, they all suffered some sort of problem trying to track you down. It's one thing to maybe catch the leader. It's a whole other thing to get by him.
No, without a doubt. You know, when Scott was leading there, I just tried to move around, and you know where you're at. But once you get in the lead like that and the track changes, it's kind of nerve-wracking. But we'll take it.
Well, it is good news, too, on restarts. You know, at the beginning of the race, we start at the orange barrel. And under World of Outlaws rules, when you refire on any restart after that, it's anywhere between turns 3 and 4. That's your advantage. Everybody has to follow suit to what you do. And that might have helped you out a little bit. That last restart, we saw you take off. McCready just a little bit hesitant, and you gained some real estate right off that one.
No, I know that's what we had to do. I had to learn some restart skills over the years, and I've got beaten a lot of times that way. So we just tried to change it up and do what we could. And I know it's not normal Lernerville condition. We want to come back and win one when it's icy, slippery sometime, and we'll try again.
Well, guess what? Ronnie Slavic is just giving you the proverbial broom. This does not happen very often. You swept it, Josh. You are the defending Firecracker 100 champion.
No, we'll take it. Like I said, I want to thank all the fans for coming out. It's been a lot of rain and everything else. I want to thank all the track guys for keeping us moving along here and hustling along. And we had a good track to race on.
Well, hoist the broom, then hoist the trophy. Gerald Newton from GottaRace.com is going to come in here and join in victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, his first ever Firecracker 100, the Rocket Man, Josh Richards. Good job, fellas. Matt, Ronnie, congrats, guys. Let's go talk to the second and third place cars. Really worked their tails off. See if we can talk to both Tim McCready, Darrell Lanigan. T-Mac, Darrell. Tim McCready coming home second. Tim, yeah, that was a very good run. You look worn out, man.
No, it's just couldn't steer. It's a shame. I mean, we had a pretty good car, and I just got to where I thought I could run with them, and it's the way it goes. We fought as hard as we could, fought all weekend, overcame getting booted for being high in a spoiler and things like that, so it's cool. The guys did a good job on the track, too. It's not much you can do when it rains this much, so like I said to Darrell, if it's once every 6 or 7 years, and you can't complain about that.
No doubt about it, and you guys got things right on this Sweeteners Plus Warrior here this evening, and to get a podium finish in this one, this was survival, no doubt about it. You were up for the challenge. Coming home second, yeah, Darrell knows what it's all about, so, you know, we move on from here.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't learn nothing that would help us in you know, in a normal 100-lap race, that's for sure. This was all about how much gear and how much motor and how much right foot you had. So it was fun. I mean, I don't know how enjoyable it was for the fans, but for me, it was like riding a Bronco all day.
Tim, glad to have you back here in the podium finish. Good luck as we move on.
Yeah, right on.
Tim McCready coming home second. Let's talk to Darrell Lanigan. Darrell Lanigan, you got any machine left over there?
I'm telling you, that thing was pretty rough out there, but come home third, I will take that and be happy.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and you keep Richards within sight of the championship, you know, and just plod along, and you guys got a lot of work before we go to Amsoil Speedway next Friday.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of work at the shop, plus we got to rebuild this thing some, so we got definitely a lot of work when we get home.
No doubt about it, Darrell. Another podium finish in the Firecracker 100. Sooner or later, it's going to be you up there. I mean, it's just a matter of time now. You keep coming here every year and getting in this position. You need to be in that position. It's working.
Yeah, hopefully. We got that new car, like I said, and we've been fighting it a little bit here lately. When it's right, it's right. When it's not right, it's off a little bit. So see what we can do. I'd like to have my old car back tonight, but this car is not too bad.
Good job, Darrell. Way to go.
Thank you.
Darrell Lanigan coming home in third. Second was Tim McCready and Josh Richards, his first ever Firecracker 100. Fourth there, Jared Landers fifth, Steve Francis sixth, Tim Fuller seventh, eighth was Shane Clanton, ninth Morgan Backley, and 10th was Clint Smith. Rick Eckert 11th, Eric Wells 12th, Bub McCool 13th, Dale McDowell 14th, Scott Bloomquist 15th, Davey Johnson was 16th, John Blankenship 17th, Mike Marlar 18th, Austin Hubbard 19th. 20th was Jonathan Davenport, Brian Burkhofer 21st, Dan Stone 22nd, Chubb Frank 23rd, John Garvin Jr. 24th, Steve Shaver 25th, Dave Hess Jr. 26th, Jimmy Mars 27th, Alex Furry was 28th. Official rundown. Darrell Carnahan.
Number 2 would B1. Number 2 would B1. Brady Smith. Brady Smith and Brandon Waring are scratches.
Who came in?
1 C's in, 7X's in, 44 G's in. Remember that Turner's Premium Iced Tea presenting the Uncle Sam 30 non-qualifiers race. Here's Josh McGuire, Mike Knight, Robbie Blair, Brian Burkhofer, Matt Lux, and Morgan Bagley.
There we go. And it's going to be trouble in turn number 2, and we have got them beating each other up. Ryan Tavner involved over there, along with Andrew Reed. Out of 4 they come, and these anxious drivers are going to get green. So they'll punch the time clock, get a little overtime here, and go to work.
Tavner and King, yeah.
He's going to lead it. Okay, Dow, here we go. Let's have some fun.
Tavner just ahead of King for second, and it's Boom Briggs out in front. Mason Ziegler running in the 4th spot in the 25. And then Bump Hedman 5th in the 22. Dan Angelica moves to 6th in the 14. Big lead for Briggs early on, completing lap 3 of 30. Russ King still second. Mason Ziegler tried to squeeze between Tavner and the wall and makes it into turn number 1. And he'll win that battle off of turn 2 as the fog is thickening.
I think if we can get 15 laps in, it's going to be a victory.
The fog is getting thick on the backstretch. Boom Briggs by half a stretch over Russ King, Mason Ziegler. Tavner and Bump Hedman. Mike Norris now passing Dan Angelico for 6th.
Kenny Schultenbrand actually having a pretty good run right now, sitting in the number 8 spot. Good to see him getting his program together here in this final event of the night. As you're right, the fog is settling in, and Boom Briggs is trying to fog the field out.
Why not? We've had everything else this weekend. We might as well have some fall. We've had sun, we've had rain, we've had
lightning, thunder,
wind.
Wow. And it ain't over yet.
Nope. 7 down, 23 laps to go. Still a lot of racing traffic ahead as Boom Briggs heads down the back straightaway.
Well, Russell King's trying to take this away from him. It looks like David Watts, well, Justin Can is leaving. That's Justin Can in the 66. And King is going to catch Boom. Russell King's got himself a pretty good race car.
Russ starting to close in a bit. Russell King starting to close in a bit. Wilson goes a lap down. Briggs now with Stills. Thick traffic ahead of him. Track has widened out though. Boom bangs the cushion in turn 4, and here he comes, completing lap number 9.
And Boom is working now on the outside of Derek Stefanik in the 44G, and Mike Peggert Jr. is heading off the racetrack, so he's done for the evening. 10 laps are going to go on the scoreboard this time.
Russell King has really closed the gap. Now he goes inside of Derek Stefanik, clears him. He's within a few car lengths. Slips a bit as they exit turn 2.
So Michael Holmes will be next on Boom Briggs' hit list, and he'll clear him. Oh, Russell King threaded the needle with a slide job between Holmes and Herman Bertolini. That was dangerous.
Michael Norris has moved to 5th.
Angelicchio's night is over. He's going pit side.
Norris around Tavner for 4th. Norris up to 4th in the 72 to the outside of 3 and 4. Caution is out.
And we've got a spin over in turn 1. It's Tony Burke.
Tony Burke in the 23 car around in turn 1, 12 laps.
Go back to racing.
And Mason Ziegler into 2nd, going into 1, but Russell King trying to slide him into 2, and he does.
And Mason Ziegler had to get on the binders over there, too, because Russ slid right up the banking. It's
and
still
Mason may return the favor, but he just fell short.
He's having fun. Ziggy's having fun out there right now, running in the 3rd spot.
Norris 4th. Kenny Sheltonbrand into the top 5 in the 29.
You know, he's coming down. He's got a rocket ship right now. Am I not mistaken, or did Sheltonbrand have a chance to win one of these Uncle Sam's before and just had a problem right at the end?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And nothing is happening on the 618 of Kevin Wilson. He's trying to get in the pit area. And we're going to stay green. We're halfway. 15 in, 15 to go.
Past halfway. And I'm telling you what, from our vantage point, the cars are pretty much invisible coming off of turn 2 right now.
Yeah, very hard to see from this vantage point. If it wasn't for the Integra Racing Stocks Wears Machine Monitor, we would not be able to see some of these cars.
Cars slowing on the inside of the back straightaway. The 44 of Derek Stefani coming into the infield. Green stays out as King starts to close back in on Boom Briggs for the lead here in turn 4.
Russell King's got something for him now. He's right on his heels. And Russ King's about to pull the trigger on the inside of turn number 1. Russ King goes for the lead, slides up the banking, clears Boom Briggs. Boom gave him the room. Down the back stretch, they drag race, and Russ King the leader. Here comes Boom. He's going to give him the slide job over in turn number 3.
Yep.
Oh, and King's going to go right back after him. What a race.
Well, I don't think we've seen the end of this. Watch this in turn 1.
He leaned on Boom a little bit that time.
Back in front is Russell.
Well, former World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year is getting it done now. He's in command.
Mason Ziegler got a catbird seat to it all. He's third. Michael Norris fourth. Kenny Sheltonbrand, Chris Tavner, Jason Ryder, Bump Hedman, Kasner, and Bachman.
And the battle is going to heat back up now. We've got 10 to go, and 3 cars are going to settle it between themselves. Here comes Ziggy.
Clear racetrack right now. No lap traffic to contend with for about a straightaway or more. Boom trying to move around, trying to find something a little better. He's starting to slide, and here comes Mason Ziegler inside of Boom into turn 3.
He'll pull the slide job on Boom Briggs in turn 4. Oh, and he bounced and jumped the cushion and about got the wall, and Boom said, oh, will you do all that? I'll just go back to second.
Got the cushion. A little harder than he wanted. They'll race hard down the back straightaway. Boom second, Ziegler third.
And Russ King still in command with 8 laps to go. Boom Briggs, Mason Ziegler doing all they can now to try and get a shot at the end.
Michael Norris was caught on the curb that time in turn 4, lost a lot of ground. The 4th place car, Kenny Sheltonbrand, closing on him. Boom has reeled in King again. He's right on his tail.
And here we go. Boom Briggs has caught the leader with just 7 laps remaining. This one ain't over.
Boom takes the lead back into turn 2 on the inside. King's caught on the cushion. It'll be Boom Briggs. And here comes Russ King. Can we see another slide job?
Maybe, maybe not. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Both cars wild. King's your leader again. Wow.
I think Boom pulled a slider on him from outside to inside. I've never seen that before.
I'm not so sure Boom pulled a slider on himself. That was different.
Wow, traffic will be a factor now. Oh! Briggs up on 2 wheels, almost flipped the car.
He bicycled over in turn number 2. That was about as much air.
Program, the Uncle Sam 30.
Wow.
Started at noon today, or yesterday.
Something like that.
Ziggy Norris trying to track down Russell King. Sheltonbrand 4th, Jason Ryder to 5th. Oh, Ziegler's crossed.
Oh, this ain't going to be pretty.
Bang, bang.
We've got the big one here in turn number 4. We have stacked them up. Turn 4 is blocked.
Kenny Sheltonbrand never stopped. He's just going the wrong way right now.
He's doing all he can to stay out of it. Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess I shouldn't have misspoke so soon because we're going to finish it. Here we go. And we're racing.
6 laps.
And who knows what's going to happen. Kenny Sheltonbrand's off the pace. He is broke. Sheltonbrand has a problem. Russell King.
He's back up to speed. You just can't see him.
Yeah, that's it. Russell King leading.
Now he does have a problem.
Yep, Boom is second. Ryder is third. Tavner fourth. Sheltonbrand is left. He's made the right-hand turn, gone pit side. He's done.
Good. He stayed. We're still green.
And we're 5 to go, and Jason Ryder's now a factor.
Well, I know he can't see his car. It's black to begin with. Another car slowing off the second turn. They zoom in down there on the back straightaway. Your leaders are going. We're still green.
We are green.
The 41 of one of the cars just went in.
Kasner went in. That looks like Bump Hedman in the B22. That's what we're going to go with.
It is Bump. And it's Russ King ahead of Boom Briggs. 3 laps to go. Boom giving it his all. Wow.
After that wild ride, most drivers would have said, I'm done. Boom says, oh, I'm not done yet. I want to win this thing.
Watch this.
Oh, boy.
2 more laps.
White flag coming up now. It's not over. Boom looks to the inside of Russ King. Riders watching it all from third.
King just trying to keep it straight. His car is so tight, having a hard time getting it to turn. One more time around the action track. The Uncle Sam 30. Here comes Boom, pulling alongside of the 1 and 2.
To the inside now. They're going to drag race down the backstretch. It ain't over yet.
We see the slider.
Boom will pull the slider.
To the top. And below. Russ King wins it.
Second goes to Boom. Third to Jason Ryder. Brian Tabner is fourth. Todd Bachman is fifth. Chris Kasner is sixth. Chris Rhodes is seventh. Herman Bertolini eighth. Michael Norris ninth. Derek Kasner 10th. It was Bub Hedman, Mason Ziegler.
Sanitary Services. 56 of Russell King out of Bristolville, Ohio. Gets his first Lernerville win. The Uncle Sam 30 brought to you by Turner's Premium Iced Tea. Hey, it's a $3,000 payday. Not a bad way to wrap up the weekend for a non-qualifiers race. Fireworks in the sky. Here he comes. How about a nice hand, Lernerville, for Russell King, winning the Uncle Sam 30.
I don't think he did either.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Russell, I got a good feeling those. At times, Russell, that race was beyond description.
Yeah, I didn't know really what was going on. It got muggy out here, and I was out of tear-offs, and I was running my shield open, and Boom slid across me, and I slid him and stuff, and it was awesome. I love racing Boom. He left me a lane, I left him a lane, and he's a good racer, and I had a lot of fun. Even though we didn't make the big race, I had a lot of fun. This paid a little bit better than, running about
$3,000 is not bad.
Yeah, I don't know where you had to finish in a big race to make $3,000, but I'd rather would have been in a big race, I guess, but we'll take this.
It's nice to get a Super Late Model win at Lernerville.
Yeah, absolutely. My brother actually showed me up here one time this year. He got a win here before I did, so it's fun, and thank all the fans for coming out. Awesome parties, awesome time, and sticking the weather out. Great event.
How hard was it to see down the back straightaway?
I was guessing, and I guess pretty good, I guess, but it was sketchy. It's just the fog or whatever was setting in, and I just ran with my shield open, and I didn't even hear Boom. I thought it was clear sailing, and I couldn't see my spotter, my cousin Mark, on the front straightaway, so I thought it was clear sailing, and all of a sudden I heard something, and he slid across there, and then he about flipped over, and I'm like, oh, he might have wanted her a little bit more than me, but it all worked out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Russell King, ladies and gentlemen, wins the Uncle Sam 30.
So that'll do it from racing here at the Action Track Lernerville Speedway. On behalf of Gary Risch Jr., promoter of Lernerville, the World Racing Group, World of Outlaws Late Model Series, we ask that you please be safe out on the roads. Those of you listening in on dirtvision.com and Dirt Radio Network, Dirt on Dirt, thank you for coming to the broadcast here this evening. For everybody on Dirt Radio Network, we'll talk to you Friday night from the AMSOIL Speedway in Superior, Wisconsin. Take it to the streets, but take it easy.